Good evening, Rahul.
Just to answer that question briefly and then come back to your main thesis. I mean, if you really want India to be secular, then stop leeching billions of dollars off only Hindu temples. Stop taxing only Hindu temples or start taxing every other place of worship. I mean, you can't be secular in one instance by saying that the religion is completely separate from the state. And on the other instance, take billions and billions off only Hindu temples. Just to give you one example. This corridor, phase one, has cost 349 crore rupees. Do you know the annual hundi collections of Tirupati that goes to the government, to the Devasthanam board? 1,300 crores. Do you know the annual hundi collections of Vaishno Devi? 520 crores. So, all that is going to the government. Government is controlling that. Somnath temples, 104,000 temples in India is controlled by the government. And you have the audacity to say that the Prime Minister, who's a believer in Hinduism, should not exhibit his belief publicly because we're a secular state. At the same time, we are leeching billions of only Hindu temples. ये कौन सी hypocrisy है भाई? कहाँ से पढ़ के आए हो? But let me come back to this question, Rahul, if I may, because you asked about the civilizational correction, and I think that was a very profound statement that you made. But I must say that this is just the beginning, Rahul, in my opinion. Not until, I repeat,
not until the last vestiges of the genocidal monster Aurangzeb's vandalism are legally removed or relocated from the Kashi Vishwanath temple complex, would the soul of our civilization find peace. Rahul?
What is being celebrated today is doubtless worth celebrating. No doubt about it. It was a Herculean effort to buy out 400 properties, remove hundreds of encroachments, and then to build the corridor leading up to the Vishwanath temple. So many prime ministers, so many governments could have done this. As I said, it only required 350 odd crores. And given that our governments leased thousands of crores of Hindu temples that they control, it was a pittance. But the fact that it is only Modi who did it must be commendable. And I stress, this is just the beginning. The soul has stirred. He has stirred the soul. It has come to life, but it has not been appeased. Because that monster, Aurangzeb's ugly shadow, looms over Bholenath. Knowing Bholenath, he can very well avenge the humiliation. But in law-abiding democracies, Rahul, the third eye belongs to the Supreme Court. And yes, it must. So the Supreme Court must adjudicate. That monstrosity has to be relocated. Rahul, just a minute, because it's very important. It's a philosophical question that you raised. Nations weaken not because of their past, but rather by how they are taught it. For 70 years, we have been taught to celebrate Gyan Vyapi Mosque as a monument to Hindu-Muslim unity and not as what it really is, a cruel historical injustice. You know why? Because for 70 years, we have been taught to forget cruel historical injustices. From Somnath to Kashi Vishwanath, Babarpur to Bakhtiyarpur, from Allahabad to Aurangabad, these injustices have deliberately been made visible as though to lionize the debasement, celebrate the humiliation. And the irony is that the same people who have taught us this, drilled this self-loathing in us, these same people want others to fight historical injustice around the world. They condemn barbarians of the West hither to worship, like the Confederacy generals, Rhodes, Churchill, Pizarro, Murray, Colston, Leopold, uske statues girate hain. They celebrate their roads and buildings being renamed, their statues being brought down. But here in India, the same set of Muppets eulogize barbarians like Tipu, Aurangzeb, Babar, Khilji. They celebrate the destruction of Kashi, Mathura, Ayodhya, Bhatand. It is a heady mix of hatred for Hinduism and love for jihadism. Rahul, to me, the mark of a civilization is this unquenchable thirst to demand justice for your ancestors, to correct a historical wrong. For that exemplifies a continuity, an idea, a memory that can never be erased. To correct a historical wrong, that is important. It makes justice greater than the sum of its parts, Rahul. And that is why civilizations are not fleeting like empires. That is why history is a medicine. Catharsis is a cure. The concept of justice, Rahul, is like memory. It keeps getting passed on. Just 10 seconds. I have to realize this. I am unequivocal about it. Aurangzeb's imprint must be legally removed or relocated. Technology exists to do that. But does will exist? I ask, does will